In a small village nestled in the mountains, there lived a wise old man who was renowned for his wisdom and kindness. He had a grandson who loved to spend time with him, learning about life and its secrets. One day, while they were walking through the village, the grandson noticed two pots sitting outside a nearby house. One pot was filled to the brim with fresh, clean water, while the other was empty and covered in dust. The grandson asked his grandfather, "Why is one pot full and the other empty?" The old man smiled and said, "Let me tell you a story. Many years ago, these two pots were identical, but their owners had different intentions. The owner of the full pot was a kind and generous woman who always shared her water with her neighbors. Whenever someone drew water from her pot, she would refill it, and soon, the pot became a symbol of her kindness. People would come from all over to draw water, not just because they needed it, but because they wanted to support her generosity. On the other hand, the owner of the empty pot was a selfish man who only thought of himself. He would never share his water, and soon, people stopped asking him for help. His pot remained empty, and he was left alone. The moral of the story, my dear grandson, is that our actions and attitudes determine the kind of life we lead and the relationships we build. When we are kind and generous, we create a ripple effect of goodness that touches many lives. But when we are selfish and greedy, we end up alone and empty, like the second pot. The grandson listened intently, and from that day on, he made a conscious effort to be like the owner of the full pot, spreading kindness and generosity wherever he went.